Hallo und herzlich willkommen zurück zu einer weiteren Folge Tales of Arise. So, wir machen uns jetzt hier auf in den nächsten Teil ins Reich der Winde, nenne ich es mal. Nachdem wir beim letzten Mal ja von dem mysteriösen Krieger angegriffen wurden. Und der uns ganz schön auseinandergenommen hat, quasi. Okay. Wir sind jetzt schon in der Hauptstadt? What the fuck? Die sieht aber ziemlich verlassen aus. Aber ziemlich genial sieht die aus. Okay. Hier sieht es ziemlich zerstört aus. What the fuck?
This place looks like a mess.
Yes, this is Niez, the capital of Mahag Sar.
I don't see any signs of people. And the buildings.
Yeah, this doesn't seem like the kind of place people would actually live.
No soldiers, no Danans, not a soul to be seen. Yet look at these facades. This is clearly a Renan district.
Okay.
Hey, check out that drawing on the castle gate. That's the Darkwing's crest.
Okay.
It's from an old Danan legend about a hero who defeated an evil king with a torch and their trusty owl. That's his crest. I'm sure of it.
Really? First time I'm hearing it. So if someone drew it on the gate...
It must mean the Renans have lost control of the city.
Are you suggesting the Danans rose up and defeated the Lord here? Hard to believe, but not entirely unthinkable, given the evidence.
Let's look around and see if we can find someone. They might be able to tell us what happened.
Okay.
This is horrible.
Is there truly no one here?
Es ist schon nicht ohne. Ich hätte doch nicht gedacht,
All
dass
of
sie so
these
schnell...
ruins look like they were made pretty recently.
But if that's the case, then where do you think the people that used to live here went off to? There must have been Danans and Renans, right?
That's a good question. Even if the Danans rebelled and managed to overthrow the Renans here, there should still be some people around.
This debris. Do you think it could be the work of Renan astral arts?
Perhaps, but the appearance of these ruins is rather uniform, which leads me to believe otherwise.
Hey, Rinwell. That story you told us about the Dark Wings. It said that the evil king was vanquished with a holy flame, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Then there might be some truth to that old story after all. It looks like all the rubble here had been scarred by flames.
Let's not jump to any conclusions just yet. If we can find someone around here, we might be able to get them to tell us what happened.
Okay, raising Dohalim.
Dohalim, you forgot to take care of the fire yesterday.
What do you mean, take care of? Ah, yes. You meant to put it out?
Yep. If it stays lit, we could end up in real trouble real fast.
I see. I apologize for not realizing that. I shall be more careful in the future.
The way he's talking, it's like the thought of putting it out himself never even occurred to him.
Moving on, Dohalim, I should mention that the clasp for your cape is about to come undone.
Oh yes, I tried to fix that myself, but it simply refused to cooperate with me.
I can't believe I'm hearing this. Are you telling me Renans can't even dress themselves?
Lords like Dohalim have attendants that take care of just about everything they need, so I'm not surprised he sometimes struggles with the basics.
Even by those standards, you've got to admit this is still a little extreme.
Shion has got a point. I mean, you don't see Renans like her needing so much help to get stuff done.
In my case, circumstances forced me to learn how to be independent. Even so, I still think Dohalim could afford to pick up a few more self-sufficient skills.
Well, specifically speaking, what would you suggest that I learn?
For starters, I think it'd be good for you to learn how to dress. And put on shoes. How to comb your hair is equally important. And learning to manage your possessions better. And then from there...
She sounds like his mom rattling all that off.
Oh, and another thing. About your owl, Rinwell.
What is it?
When he starts to molt, would you be willing to give me his old feathers? I think I could find a use for them.
What do you intend to do with those?
Well, recently, I haven't been sleeping well. However, I hear pillows made from owl feathers are very comfortable and wish to make one.
This is why I hate
Did I say something offensive?
Next time, put your own needs aside for a second and think about how someone might react first. Then consider if it's worth asking at all.
Oh, geil. Herrlich. Aber es passt halt auch. Es passt halt wirklich. Mhm. So, wir müssen da links. Das heißt, ich gehe erstmal hier links schauen. Pork. Mhm. Oh, hier soll irgendwo eine Eule sein. Oh, da. Red Rose Cossards. Mhm.
Maybe something's going on in the forest.
Mal schauen. Wahrscheinlich kommen wir hier nicht rein. Jetzt lockt. Jupp, habe ich mir doch gedacht. Ich habe irgendwie so das Gefühl, dass diese Legende was mit dem Krieger zu tun hat, dem wir gerade begegnet sind. Also, was jetzt gerade in der letzten Folge begegnet sind.
What are those out in the valley? Windmills? They're huge.
They're most likely used to harvest wind astral energy, so they have to be big.
Oh, sieht das geil aus. Also, rein von der Ästhetik kann das hier mega was. Also, das sieht echt so fucking awesome aus, finde ich. Wie die Vögel da auch noch wegfliegen gerade. Boah. Also ich weiß, dass die Vögel geskriptet sind, aber trotzdem.
All of you, stop right there. Don't move.
Okay.
They have us surrounded.
Who are you? Where did you come from?
You first! Show yourself!
I'm the one asking the questions here. Don't try anything funny. One wrong move, and I guarantee we'll blow you away.
What are you...
My name is Alphen. I came here from Calaglia.
Alphen? The wielder of the blazing sword?
Getting pretty famous, isn't he?
Here is my proof. Will that suffice? Or do I have to burn down one of those houses to make my point?
No need. I believe you.
Okay.
I'm Beifong of the Darkwings. Sorry for threatening to blow you away. We're still hunting down the remnants of the enemy forces, so everyone's more than a bit on edge right now. Please forgive me.
Remaining? Wait, you mean you already took down the Lord of this realm?
That's right. We took her weapons and turned them right back on her.
Are you the Danon leader here in Niez?
Nah, I'm just one of the commanders. Deadeye's the one who runs the show. I'd be happy to take you to him. Just one problem.
He's missing.
The Renans. Seems the rumors you were running with them were true. You do understand, right? I mean, we only just liberated the city from their kind. Everyone's short on trust. And for good reason. Especially Deadeye. I think it'd be best if those two waited outside.
Sag nein. Komm,
Not
sag nein.
going to happen.
Gut so.
I don't think it's a good idea for us to split up. It's too dangerous.
Then it's on your head, friend. Our base is that way.
You could have left me behind, you know.
This isn't just about you, Dohalim.
Ah, yes.
I guess even after you
Herrlich.
beat the Renans, your work's only really just begun, huh?
Yeah. This place seems like it's got a lot of issues to fix.
Okay, da komme ich nicht
Back
weiter.
this way, I guess.
Unsichtbare Wand sagt nein. Da müssen wir weiter. Okay. hier komme ich nicht rein, wetten. Beyond this area plaza that leads to the Almeida's castle, but for now it's sealed off, so, Okay, this is the dwellers right now, they are temporary. Okay, mal sehen, was dann jetzt passiert.
So you're elfin, are ya? Thought you'd be bigger. Guess the armor beefs you up a bit. You've got a lot of people talking, you know. But in this town, I call the shots. You play by my rules here. Just remember that. Gotta say, I didn't expect you to run with a gang of women and kids. Those other lords must have been real pushovers, huh?
Seriously? Are you this rude to everyone you meet?
Don't interrupt me, you brat. Didn't your parents teach you any manners?
Why, you?
So you're the one who took down the lord of this realm, huh? How'd you pull that off?
We just swiped the Renan's explosives. And then we blasted them all to hell and back.
Explosives? That's a pretty bold approach. But how'd you manage to avoid hurting your own people?
I didn't, that's how. But the chance to take out a lord was worth the sacrifice.
And the Lord? What did this sacrifice earn you?
Unfortunately, we couldn't manage to finish her off. But now we've really got the girl on the run.
She ran? A lord?
Yeah, the lady was just a coward. She had a whole lot more bark than bite, that's for sure. She's probably hiding off in a hole somewhere. But not for long. We'll find her and drag her right back into town. Then she'll get what's coming to her.
I wouldn't be so sure. She may run, but she'll never go quiet.
Shut up, Bright Ice! I would have run you through already if you weren't with the blazing sword here.
The whole reason you're fighting is to free the Danans in this realm, is it not? If so,
Shut your
then...
mouth, witch! That's enough!
Ich mag den Typen
If
nicht.
you're really fighting for us Danans, why keep these bastards around? Why haven't you killed them already?
I'm not going to kill these bastards.
Oh. Is that the case, huh? Then tell me the point of this show.
They're my friends.
Oh, das Wort kannte ich hier noch nicht.
Are Renans, the scum-sucking bastards who've been draining our souls for 300 years now! But you know that. Maybe it's 'cause you and that little lady are friends and more.
Yup, he deserved it.
Son of a... You'll pay for that!
That's enough! Deadeye, you know that was completely uncalled for.
All of you, get the hell out of my realm! And don't ever come back! This is Danan's realm and it's ours, understand? I call the shots here. And I make the rules. I do, Deadeye, leader of the Dark Way!
Yeah! Deadeye! Liberator Deadeye! You are the true leader of this realm! We're not
Alter.
afraid of any bright eyes!
It's only a matter of time before I throw every last bright eye out of this realm!
The Dark Wings! The Dark Wings rule!
Die Typen sind nicht mehr zu retten. Die Typen sind absolut nicht mehr zu retten. Die Frage ist, was macht das mit Rinwell?
Told you so, didn't I? You should have left your Renan pals outside.
You don't agree with him, do you? I could tell by the look on your face in there.
That's how things are with him. He loses his temper, then I step in and calm things down.
Better you than me.
If that's all, I think it's past time we were going.
Look, I just wanted to apologize for what Deadheim said in there.
At least somebody's got some manners around here.
He didn't used to be like that. But, well, that's what losing most of your loved ones will do to a man. He may never forgive the Renans.
It's a little ironic how indistinguishable his manner is to that of a lord.
Hey, Bayfon? Deadeye mentioned the Lord is still on the run. Any ideas where she might be?
We looked all over, but found no traces of her. We heard some rumblings about activity in Estaluva Forest, but that's it.
Estaluva, huh?
Wait, you're not going after her, are you? Certainly won't win you any favors with Deadheim.
This isn't Deadheim's war, and we're certainly not fighting it for him. Besides, it's like Shion said, her type isn't going to go quietly.
Hey, it's your funeral. Don't say I didn't warn you.
We'll be sure to keep you out of it. Before we set out, though, is there anywhere around here we can rest?
Sure. Building at the end of the road, opposite side. It's all yours. We use it as temporary lodging, to house people who don't have a new place to live quite yet.
We're not going to run into any trouble there, are we?
Rumors of a certain fiery sword have spread fast. I doubt anyone will be eager to give you guys problems. And here's where I say my farewell. You're on your own, but good hunting.
Der ist
Before you
vernünftig.
go, how come you don't hate the Renans as well?
Oh, believe me, I've got my bone to pick with the Renans. Just not with two of them I've never so much as laid eyes on before.
Ja. Rinwilden. Es ist jetzt Zeit, sich mal Gedanken zu machen. Oh. Quest.
I think someone's calling out for us.
Mal sehen, was der für eine Quest hat. Why does everybody have to be set scouts if
What's wrong?
Cigarettes, that's what a pretty common variety. I must say it's cigarettes, near them. I can understand everything needs.
What the?
I don't. If you could bring back. Okay.
Hey. Yeah.
Okay, einfach.
Good.
All right.
Roasted Chicken Recipe. Das war doch, da war doch was mit dem ein Ding dort. Roasted Chicken Recipe, dann... Und das hat gut noch an Punkten gebracht und alles.
I get the feeling Deadheim signed up to be a rebel, so he could have a rooster rule. Heck, he's no better than a lord. In some ways, he's even worse.
I know.
Yeah.
How could he use explosives on his own people?
And yet, despite the toll of his actions, none of the Danans we've seen seem to question his assumed authority in the least. If anything, they may well consider him a hero, which would say a great deal toward how deeply they resented the Renans here.
Still, I don't think this is as simple as saying the good guys won out over the bad ones.
Yeah, I don't either. Deadeye might have managed to drive the Renans out of Niaz, but that doesn't make the way he did it okay. No matter which way you look at it.
A victory that's earned by throwing away the lives of his own people? No, that isn't a victory at all. I can understand that the Danans here are standing up against their oppression, but that doesn't mean they have to humiliate all Renans just to settle the score.
I'm perfectly able to stand up for myself, Alphen. Besides, I'm used to it by...
But you shouldn't have to be, Shion. It's just... What I mean to say is, when you've been a slave for so long, it's easy to accept that's how it should be because it's all you've ever known. Constantly being belittled is no different. I don't think that's fair. For me or for you.
Oh, differences among rebels, okay.
I just don't know, man.
Don't know what?
Deadeye managed to drive out a real live Renan lord. That's incredible. And he seems to have a lot of supporters surrounding him too. But he's got an attitude worse than any angry Zoogle. Plus, Niaz is in utter ruins. I don't have a clue what his game is.
The Renans are powerful. And because of that, it takes a strong leader to have any hope of toppling them. However, when you take down one dictator only to replace them with another, ultimately it's just business as usual.
Ja.
If it'd been Zephyr instead of Deadime, I don't think things would have turned out like this.
Ja,
Rinwell.
definitiv nicht.
Yeah, I think so too. Zephyr did things differently top to bottom. He's not the kind of person who would have forced his own views or decisions on other people. When you do that, you're ruling over others, not leading them.
To be honest, I don't know what I would have wanted my dad to do if he was in that position.
Law.
The whole thing feels weird in a way. It's a weird kind of feeling, but at the same time, part of me also feels happy. Deadeye and my dad are two very different men. For now, I'm content knowing that.
Mhm. Music to a lot. Yes, okay.
The city is liberated, and yet the air still hums with fear and anxiety. It reminds me all too well of how Vicente once was.
Hums? You mean like music?
Yeah, none of this sounds like music to my ears. In fact, I've never seen any Danans with musical instruments in my life.
You don't need instruments to play music. It can emerge naturally from the sounds of people going about their day and the hustle and bustle of life.
You seem to care a lot about music, Dohalim. I didn't know that about you.
Have I not mentioned it? Before I was a candidate for the lordship, I had my heart set on the life of a musician.
You? A musician?
Indeed, music enriches the world around us. I trained day and night to hone my art. Words could not describe my bliss, as my notes carried with them the sights and sounds of nature, the ebb and flow of time, and the thoughts of people on the wind.
Dohalim.
Forgive me. My loquaciousness can get the best of me at times.
Don't apologize. It's interesting hearing what Renan culture is like.
Even though the Renans destroyed all of our arts and culture.
Personally, I was interested in the music of Dana as well. The fact that generations of lords deemed music to be of no use to their slaves and outright forbade the ownership of instruments is lamentable. Not that my words can undo the damage already done.
Tja, Rinwell hat viel zum drüber nachdenken inzwischen. Jetzt komme ich... Nein, aufmachen komme ich immer noch nicht durch. So, hier unten. Jupp.
You see anybody around here who could use our help?
We can't...
So, du einmal. Hi.
Oh yeah?
Oh, since we are always wearing shotguns, we müssen... Could I really do some... Yay! Curry recipe. Sehr schön.
Yes. Hey.
It's a real... To teach me how to cook? Wow, you're actually interested in it. What does it matter? Oh.
Really?
Oh, wie süß.
What? Yes.
Oh, wie süß.
All right. Right.
I see you have the concept.
Really?
What? Are you trying to tell Becky? No, ma'am.
Huh?
What? Oh, wie geil. Der Blick von... Oh. Okay.
All right.
Good, it looks like I have everything.
Yes, over there.
It's how you turn private. No, of course.
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
Alter, ist das geil, jetzt Captain. Ist das geil. It's all finished, so it's flavor and presentation get a passing grade. You've got promise, but there's still room for improvement. You will need to keep trying every day to make... Yes, Captain. I guess I've got a long way to go before my food is perfect, but I will show him. One day my food will taste so good, I will dog kiss. Oh, wie süß. Oh, wie süß. Sie möchte Alphan beeindrucken. Oh, wie
By the by,
süß.
Shion, if you don't mind my asking, would you be willing to share what sort of clothes are currently in fashion on Rena sometime?
Sure, as long as you call me Captain.
Sir, yes, sir, Captain Shion.
I was
Geil.
just joking. Kinda has a nice ring to it, though.
Oh, wie süß. Die beiden machen eine gute Kombo. Ah, da kann ich gerade nichts machen. Gut. Cancel. So. Ah, ich setze hier noch mal, aber vorher lieber einen Cut. So, geht direkt natürlich weiter. Bei. Jongleur, Lose. Gut. Okay, are you playing shot? Yup.
That Deadeye creep certainly has a few screws loose, that's for sure.
Forget that guy. Right now, we need to discuss how we're going to proceed.
What's there to discuss? Deadeye and his crew have already brought down the Lord here. Just let them finish her off.
I want to go after her.
I second that. I think it's the best thing to do right now. We don't know if the Darkwings have what it takes to beat her. I'm worried what'll happen if we leave her to her own devices.
You make a good point, Rinwell. And maybe I'm just being overconfident, but between us and them, I think we have a better chance at defeating her.
I have to agree. This realm isn't going to be truly safe as long as that Lord is still running around out there. We need to act.
Fine by me. But isn't Deadeye just gonna take all the credit once we're done?
Our job is to break down the walls that oppress Dana. What he chooses to build in their place, that's his problem. For now, we'll head to this Estaluva forest Bayfon told us about. Whatever we decide to do, though, we should take some time to rest first. We've barely stopped since Menancia.
Okay, was passiert hier?
Where are you going?
Alphen.
You should get some rest. What's got you up at this hour?
Just let me be for a minute, okay? Why don't you go back to the inn?
I will when you do.
Have it your way.
Oh.
Shion. The Lord's days are numbered. I haven't forgotten our promise. You can trust me, you know. Maybe even lean on me a little. If you want.
Oh.
And if I say I will you finally give it a rest?
Yeah, of course. Try to get some rest, okay?
Oh.
What was all that about?
Die beiden würden ein gutes Pärchen abgeben, finde ich.
So we're just going to check things out, right? In whatever that forest is called.
Estaluva Forest. Next time, pay attention.
Gut, dann geht's hier, denke ich. Jupp, diesmal kommen wir weiter. Alter, sieht das geil aus. Valley of the Four Winds, Mahaxa. Oder Mahaxa. Das sieht schon ziemlich cool aus.
Ah, got sand in my eyes.
The winds are strong here. Mind yourselves.
Ugh, even the inside of my mouth is all sandy.
Hoodle, don't get blown away, okay?
Oh, scheiße.
The winds outside the capital are blowing as strongly as ever.
You can definitely see why people call this place the Valley of the Four Winds.
Indeed. Mahag Sar is the realm of wind, just as Ganeth Heros is for water.
Earth, water, fire, wind, light, and darkness. Rena is aligned to darkness, leaving each realm one element each.
Is that because some elements are easier to gather in certain areas than others?
That is certainly possible, but I suspect the biggest reason is to prevent the lords from squabbling over resources.
Funny. You would think infighting would come naturally to an elite class vying for a crown.
True, but the Renans rule as a minority. Fighting ourselves would just be destructive. Though, as you saw in Menancia, any abstention from fighting is merely a facade.
In the end, you all get usurped whether you like it or not.
That may be true, but something tells me that this time is different.
We have to catch up to the Lord first if we want answers. Let's keep moving.
Okay, mal sehen, was unser netter Gourmet hier wieder zu sagen hat.
Oh?
Oh, it's Trudy again. Remember you're that one young woman who's always starving. I haven't seen you. You're the one who is hungry anyway. I take you. Most certainly I did. I'm glad I can cut
Is that so?
This is good, and he turns around then and search of new
You don't
recipes
say.
to try. A fine quest to embark on, I would say myself. Well, the Holy Lord of Maiden
I
is in
see.
your honor. However, how is that compressed top
Hey.
secret? What does it you need from... It's this time a tush apple.
Oh?
There!
Gut.
Well?
Yes! What?
What?
Okay.
I don't believe this!
All right?
Okay. Who is made entirely from Register recommended for experienced dieters only. Beginners could...
No.
Did your process only let... even though I asked you to prepare apples
Sure.
and limit what's going to with warning label
Really
the time. Oh. Yeah.
Yes! What?
What?
Oh, scheiße. This made me think I saw Menacia. The combination of fruits and vegetables reminded me of Dan and Renan's living together.
Very nice.
Okay. What the fuck, ey. Aber eben wieder neue SP und neues Gehalt bekommen.
Well, that was a huge miscalculation.
Yet you've drained your glass all the same.
Ehrlich. Gut, SP. Wie sieht's gerade aus mit... Wollte ich den hier gerade machen, oder... Was wollte... Ah ne, ich wollte darauf gehen. Mir guckt was the chicken. Ah ja. Aber Limit Extension. Ach komm, ich mach trotzdem erstmal die beiden hier, damit ich den hier schon mal habe, und danach gehe ich hier rauf. Hier ist... Ja. Hier gehe ich da oben rauf dann. KO Prevention wollte ich ja mit dir. Oh. So, du dann noch. Ah ja, logischerweise. Gut. Rock Formation,
What is that ring of rocks over there for? They don't look like they formed naturally to me.
Oh yeah. Funny, I guess I've gotten used to weird rock formations. They didn't even register as being out of the ordinary.
Most likely, they were brought over by us Renans when we first invaded the planet.
Wait, those? So does that mean there's some kind of machine then? And if so, what in the world were they even used for?
To manipulate the properties of Dana's astral energy.
Really?
Think about it. Isn't it strange that the type of energy each realm collects is so fixed? Astral energy by nature isn't meant to skew towards one element or another so heavily.
Das stimmt.
So the Renans reformed it for the crown contest.
Ja.
Sounds like the crazy thing a Renan would do.
Renans these days are more advanced than Danans in some ways, but even they don't seem capable of doing something on that grand a scale.
Okay.
Or is that something that's possible on Lenegis? Or maybe the Renan homeworld?
I can't claim to know everything about my own kind, but I myself have never seen anything that would be capable of such a drastic feat.
But at some point, they did just that. Those are the sort of people we're up against. We should do our best not to forget that.
Halt, schon wieder? Da sind ganz schön viele
You're so amazing,
Sketches.
Kisara. You can cook, you can fix weapons. I feel like there's practically nothing you can't do.
Maybe you should take a page out of her book and learn to make yourself more useful then.
I'd be happy to teach you if you want, Rinwell. I learned most everything I know from my brother.
Really? Even how to sew and do laundry?
Yes, indeed. He knew how to do anything.
Sounds like he was a pretty handy guy when he was alive.
He was. I'd always follow him around and badger him with questions. I was a real pain in the neck. Now that I think about it, he and Legil were the ones who taught me how to raise cats, too.
Legil is that woman who was with him in the Gold Dust Cats, right? I remember now. The one with the really pretty hair.
Funny you mention that. He also taught me how to maintain my hair. Not that those lessons stopped it from getting all tangled up during training.
I think it still looks gorgeous.
From what I can tell, it would appear as though the only thing he didn't manage to teach you was how to apply makeup.
No, but that didn't stop him from trying. He really wanted to teach me everything. Only reason he couldn't was because I prioritized my training.
And here I was trying to make a joke.
I can't tell if she's being serious. The only one here who knows him well enough was her.
Yeah, I guess only Miguel could have told us if it's actually true.
Alter.
Alphen, have you been washing your clothes? It may not be my place to say this, but frankly, they're starting to stink.
Now that you mention it, it has been a while since I did any laundry.
I'll wash them for you if you want. Just remember to give them to me the next time you get changed.
Oh, okay. Sure. Thanks, Kisara.
And, Law, Rinwell, yours are starting to look a bit ragged.
What do you expect? Of course they're going to tear up when we're out there fighting so much.
Yeah, but it's still kind of embarrassing, having it pointed out like this.
And Shion?
I wouldn't touch me if I were you.
Of course. My apologies. All I wanted to say was that your sleeves are getting a little bit dirty.
You don't need to worry so much, Kisara. It's only natural our clothes are gonna get a little dirty while we're traveling around.
That's no excuse. Your outward appearance says a lot about your inner well-being.
Now you've really set her off.
Suffice to say, it would appear that the traditions of the Guard are still alive and well within her.
What do you mean? What do the guardsmen do that's so special?
Mostly, I'm simply referring to the fact that they're a very regimented and cleanly group of people.
Do I really sound that weird to you guys? Keeping your clothes clean and mended is completely normal to me.
Don't get us wrong. We appreciate the thought, Kisara. But we've got a long journey ahead. It wouldn't hurt to relax your standards. Just a little.
If you're sure. I wasn't trying to overdo it, I promise. However, if it's making the rest of you tense, I'll do my best to tone it down from here on out. Still, if everyone could bring their laundry and clothes they want fixed, that'd be great. I'll take care of it all for you guys tonight.
Don't you ever get tired?
Geil. Okay. Dann kommen wir jetzt mal endlich einen Ticken voran. Schätzweise, Da kann man weiter, da kann ich weiter und da kann ich weiter. Hey, was ist mit euch hier?
No choice.
Okay.
These lights run rings around us.
You're mine!
Flame! Reload! Dance in the wind!
You're mine!
Flame! In here!
You're
Leave the ensnaring to me.
Yeah, and the pummeling to me.
Let's go! Lunar Rondo! You're on! One more! No escape!
Komm.
Azure Storm! We turn the tables on.
There are still more left.
Right. No time to hold back.
Freeze
Azure on! You're mine!
This one's mine. Raging
You're finished!
Water snake wait. Go for it.
Komm.
Prepare to crumble. Think we overdid it?
My turn!
Not by a long shot. Lightning orb.
We can really make weapons with this?
Peach.
Somehow, things are even worse outside the city than they are inside.
Yeah, it's all ruined. Houses and everything else.
Even if it was all in the name of beating the Renans, this is...
Jupp, gut. Dann ich schau mal hier, wo das hier jetzt hinführt. Aber die Folge ist dann auch gleich wieder vorbei. Okay. Okay.
Do you sense one of your friends, Hoodle?
Interessantes, großes Gebiet hier noch.
Why didn't the Renans take it?
So.
No choice! Here I come!
Glacial spear.
Eat dirt!
Here's the evil. This one's mine.
Blast the shock!
Freeze lantern. Darkwood
Prepare to
spin.
be sealed!
Dance in the wind. Sleep
Here I come!
On guard.
It's over!
One more. On guard.
It's too fast!
Stand back. I'll trip it up.
No escape! Azure Storm! You're mine!
Lightning orb.
You're finished!
Raging
Azure Storm!
Take this!
Take this!
I think the enemy's getting
Got them where we want them.
Don't take...
Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
Looks like we won.
So. Irgendwas? Nein, da nicht. Hier ist aber etwas. Das Viech sieht ja ziemlich groß aus irgendwie. Ist das wieder so ein...
Hi, Hoodle.
Here I come!
This one's mine. Look sharp. That's it.
Blast the shock!
Wait.
Burn!
In here. Gravitas. Tiger
Blast
blade.
the shock!
There with the others.
Lunar Rondo!
Flying free. Give me just still.
Sion, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done.
It's over!
So.
Glacial spear. Pierce the
I'll take you all on! Azure Storm!
Das sollte dann ja eigentlich relativ
I'll stop your
easy dann
movement.
jetzt.
And I'll stop your life!
No complaints from me.
Okay, das ist doch nur ein Standard.
This'll
Ein
be a
Cripzilla
delicious
für
piece of cake.
Stufe 27, okay.
You're mine! Blast the shock!
Glacial careful. Watch the head of camouflage.
Storm!
Freeze laser. Dance in the Tiger blade.
You're mine! It's over!
Komm.
Now I can't lose!
I'll cover you.
I have no limits! Take this!
Up and
Komm.
out. Raging
Azure Storm!
cascade.
Start up!
Alright.
Tear!
Let me out.
Lunar Rondo!
Here I
You're
go.
on! Blast the
This
shock!
one's mine. That's it.
Coming through!
Geht doch.
Ha! Scarlet Inferno!
Here, let me help.
You're mine!
First aid!
Here I come! Azure Storm! I'm not done!
Guess I had to use it sometime.
You're mine! Azure Storm! Take this!
In a bind?
Did you just heal me?
Yes, I need you, remember?
Right.
Lunar Rondo! Here I come! Azure Storm!
Going in. This one's mine. How do you like being pounded into shape? Glacial Spear.
Komm.
Here's evil.
Azure Storm!
Firmament Render.
This one's
Freeze
mine.
Lancer.
Sword Ring Alpha!
I'll take you all on.
Okay. Oh,
Flare Demolisher.
das Ding war geil.
Falling Storm.
Here I come!
Tiger Blade. Lightning Orb.
Far enough.
This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me.
Hey, ich hab den doch schon.
Leave it to you!
Ach, Menno hat dann nicht so gewirkt, wie ich es gerne gehabt hätte.
Not today!
Tiger Blade.
Lunar Rondo! Dragon
Amazing.
Piercing Roar.
Firmament Render. A freezing storm.
The enemy wields arts too.
You'll soon see about that.
So,
Azure Storm!
Why'd you heal me?
Coming through! Ha!
geht doch.
Now! Scarlet Inferno!
All yours, Kisara.
Hat gereicht? Sehr schön.
This could be useful.
Dieser Megacore. Mhm. Also wirklich sehr interessant hier das Ganze. Mhm. Mhm. Hier ist dann also nichts weiteres. Hier diese Ecke dann. Oh, Astrolor. Da hinten ist noch einer. Hier ist Map Action. Die mache ich dann nochmal. Oh. Hier, komm. Das müssten doch jetzt insgesamt dann auch mal 12 jetzt sein, oder? Seabeam. Ja, endlich 12. Sehr schön. Und dann Goddess of Kindness. Increase Maximum AG ist sehr, sehr gut für sie. Improved Healing. Oh. Das Ding ist sehr, sehr gut. Reduce Art Casting Time doing Combos. Mhm. Rains Beams of Light down from overhead. Also ich denke, dass ich darauf gleich mal gehen sollte. Mit ihr. Dass ich den dann mache und dann... Danach gehe ich dann hier mit. Mhm.
I wonder
Auf jeden
just
Fall
how many
Improved Healing
people have
Rate
been
ist
saved by
sehr, sehr
Shion
gut.
in some form. I'm impressed.
There's rumors flying around about people being saved by a Renin vision of beauty.
Vision of beauty? That's a bit much.
Alphen had better stay on his toes.
Ja, auch geil. Ja, sehr schön. Gut. Ja, nächste Folge werde ich dann mal mir das Gebiet hier anschauen und dann hier oben mal rein.
Where do I come into this?
Mal sehen, was das dann noch wird. Jetzt beende ich aber erstmal diese Folge. Vielen Dank fürs Zuschauen und bis zum nächsten Mal. Ciao.